So I started my brand Ek Dori in 2017, as many of you may know, but the dream of Ek Dori really truly started in the late 1800s. Crazy, I know. And how, you must be wondering. Let me tell you a little story. So the story starts with my great-grandfather, who was a cloth merchant in Multan in pre-partition India. And then my grandfather followed in his footsteps and became a cloth merchant. That until 1947, when the partition tore the family and the entire business apart. That is when my Nana and my Nani, they fled to India and they settled in Delhi and they had to start afresh. So now coming to my Nani, who had moved to Delhi, she loved creating things with her hands and she was so very creative. She would stitch all the clothes herself and then she would embroider them and add so many beautiful details, like this salwar kurta, which is exquisite. I mean, so beautifully detailed, and the embroidery is so delicate, all done by her and all still in such perfect condition. And this purse, which is embroidered by her, designed by her, stitched by her, all of it. So these truly are my real treasures and the inspiration I go back to again and again and again. It truly inspires me. That brings me to my mother. My mother studied textile design and then she worked in Kala Niketan, where she styled and she dressed the Bollywood stars of her time. My mother still makes and mends a lot of our clothes herself using the same sewing machine that my Nani ji used to use. That truly is her most precious possession. She keeps it under the lock and key. None of us can touch it, and I had to fight with her to get permission to shoot her machine and included in this video and in our story. And my mother, I don't know of a single cloth store that my mother may have crossed, but she hasn't entered. So every cloth store has to be entered, explored, and my mother truly is the one who runs the show, runs Ek Dori. I'm the, face, but she's the one who does all the work. Now, coming to me, obviously, I studied engineering and I did my MBA. And I tried everything I possibly could to shake off that obsession with fabric and design and fashion, but I just couldn't. Finally, the attraction was so intense and it was the urge to do something with fabrics was so intense that in 2017, I eventually started Ek Dori. So now you see how, although Ek Dori started in 2017, the foundation was laid by my forefathers. Each generation paved the way and led me towards what today is Ek Dori. And I truly, truly hope that I can make them proud and create like a positive impact in the lives of many, many, many people. So some things just run in the blood, and no matter how hard you try, you cannot shake it off, like our obsession with fabric and fashion and style.